I have a makeup haul today. I was really naughty yesterday and played hooky from work because I wanted to go shopping at Brickell City Center. If you're familiar with Miami, it's just an outdoor mall and they have some really nice beauty shops. I always shop at Sephora, you guys know that, but I have been wanting, this has been for the last few months, to shop at stores that weren't Sephora. I of course did stop into Sephora yesterday, but I wanted to do a little bit of luxury makeup shopping, so I stopped at Saks Fifth Avenue. I shopped at the Chanel Beauty Boutique there, and surprisingly, a brand that's been catching my eye has been MAC. So I actually picked up the most things from MAC, and it was a blast. So I have MAC today for the haul, Chanel, and against some of your will, I know, I did pick up some of this Skin by Kim makeup that I'm going to be testing today as well. But let's start off with the MAC stuff. Now, shopping at MAC, I had such a blast because it really brought back the nostalgia. When I first got into makeup, that was when MAC was the only brand talked about on the internet. Like, if you had MAC and you were doing a MAC haul, you were like, I can't believe how popular MAC was back in the day, and I've fallen off of MAC. I had, because their packaging is just never really special or anything. It was a brand I completely fell off of. But I went in yesterday, I was talking to their makeup artist, you know, asking about what's new, what's now, what's popular, and I picked up a bunch of stuff and I had so much fun. It actually has made me want to place another order on MAC online and like pick up all of my old favorites to see what I think about them, because I did pick up a lot of their new and trending makeup. And because I'm just so excited to play with the MAC, I'm going to do a try-on haul session today. So let's start off with complexion, what I picked up. So I wanted a new MAC strobe cream, but I wanted it in a mini size, like the travel sizes that they have at Ulta. They didn't have any travel sizes at the MAC store, so she just made me a little bit of a sample of this, but this gives the prettiest pearly look to the skin. I just wanted to have this because I needed it for a video recently and I didn't have it because mine had gotten old, and I do really like that product. So I wanted to retry it, so I got it in a sample. I'm not gonna swatch it, sorry, but I don't want to waste it because we don't have much. And then this is something I had never heard of, but I was really excited about it. I picked up the Hyper Real Serumizer. This is a skin balancing hydration serum. This is skincare. I was not expecting to pick up skincare from MAC, but she said that this is going to go fabulous with the foundation that I picked up. And normally, you know, when they try and pair the skincare product or the base product with the foundation, I'm like, yeah. But I actually put this on my hand and the back of my hand felt so silky smooth. I picked up the smaller version, which was still $39, but I can't wait to get this on my skin. I will say I did like do my skincare routine and put on SPF, so I'm only going to put this on half of my face because it might act a little funny, but I can't wait to try this on bare skin because I'm telling you, the back of my hand was super soft all day. Is MAC coming back? I hope it is. Like, I'm telling you, I had so much fun yesterday. It brought back the nostalgia when I would drag my mom into MAC with me and make her buy me all this stuff because I was a spoiled girl. So I'm just gonna put it on this half of my face today because, like I said, I don't know if it's going to act weird with my skincare already being done. Honestly, you guys, this feels so heavenly to apply. I can't think of a primer or a product right now that applies as smooth as this. Whew, I love it. I'm actually going to give it a couple minutes to soak in so I can see if there's a difference in the level of hydration. So the full size one was like $60 and I was like, never mind, maybe I won't pick that up. And then she was like, well, we have a smaller size for $39. And I was like, you know what? The back of my hand is feeling so supple. I think I want to pick this up. So give that a couple minutes. Gosh, you guys, this haul is such a fun one for me because I rarely go makeup shopping without intention and a purpose. This is just stuff that caught my eye at the store. That is hard to happen for me now because I am crazy about my makeup research, as you guys know, and I'm always like tunnel vision on what I need so that I don't purchase things for no reason. I let myself just have fun yesterday. It felt good. It felt real good. Okay. It set down really fast. Actually, I did my brows, but my skin feels soft, but it also has a little bit of tack, which I think is going to make it great for our foundation. So like I said, that went with the foundation that I picked up. I've heard great things about the new Studio Radiance Serum Powdered Foundation. Now, the shade that I got, you guys, I'm living in a delusion that I am more tan than I actually am. We ended up going with NW11. Like, I thought it was NC20. I think I'm a lot more tan than I actually am because I used to be a lot more tan because I used to be a PE teacher and I was outside, and in the summers I did summer camp. So I've always had just a base of being very tan, and I think I'm the palest I've been right now. But anyways, we did pick an even lighter shade for me because she did say this oxidized, so keep that in mind. But I was like, NW11, literally thought I was like NC20. Okay, she's fresh. It's a pretty thin foundation. Oh, I hope it's not too light for me. So this is supposed to be really good for people who have dry skin. Like, yeah, that looks scary light on me, but it did oxidize down a little bit. Probably should have gone a shade darker. I need to trust my gut more. Well, actually, you know what? As I'm pushing it in, I'm using a rose ink brush, by the way, the number 3. Yeah, it's blending in decently so. If you're a skin tone match for me, I definitely go a little bit deeper than this. But we'll make it work, you guys. I have bronzers. People on the internet get so offended when a shade doesn't match me perfectly. I'm like, it's pretty easy to fix with concealers and bronzers. We'll just focus the lightness in the center of the face. Anyways, this is definitely a lighter coverage, but I do see it has a little bit of a dewy finish. I'm gonna put just a little bit more to get on my forehead. I don't really need too much coverage on my forehead. We're gonna keep it towards the center of the face. And then I'm gonna just apply a little bit more and build up the coverage along my chin because I have some hormonal acne going on. This brush, by the way, applied it beautifully. It's sitting really pretty on the skin. It's definitely very thin, pretty light coverage. You see, it did darken a little bit. It's a better match to my neck here. Now, it's not like smoothing or anything. I can definitely see my pores and stuff, so my powders are going to have to do that job. But it does have a skin-like finish. This is pretty nice. I'm liking it so far. I'm gonna pop on some concealer really quick. So as it's been sitting, I will say about the foundation that I do think there's some emphasizing of texture going on. Like, I have some little milk bumps right here that I feel like are being emphasized by the product. Definitely gonna have to keep wearing it. I like it, but do I? I don't really know. This is a first impression. It's just a haul anyways. But let's move on to the next product. I wanted a bronzer. So I didn't go with their traditional bronzer. I picked up a mineralized skin finish in Give Me Sun. These have a really smooth blend, which I remember from using these years ago. I don't know if they've changed them or not. But this one is quite warm, but I'm excited about it. The feel of this is very lightweight. So let's try some Give Me Sun. I think a lot of people use this as bronzer. Now, obviously, this is super duper... Okay, this is super duper warm. It has quite a lot of pigment. I think this bronzer shade in particular would go better with a different foundation shade since this is just a wee bit light on me. It really is emphasizing the warmth in this. But this is a better bronzer for me in the summer, which will be here before we know it. But look at that smooth blend, and there's a little bit of tackiness to my skin from the product that I used underneath, and it still is blending really smooth. So I really like this. I think ideally maybe should have gone with a more neutral color, but I wanted a super warm bronzer for the summer, but probably won't be wearing this a lot while it's still winter because it is super duper warm. I'm new all over again to MAC. Not me like not loving the products that I freaking bought. I really love this serum, but everything else I'm like, maybe I could have done this differently. Sometimes that's the reality. I'm gonna tone down this warmth right here a little bit. And then for blush, I saw this color trending on TikTok. My favorite blush from MAC is Melba. That's one of the blushes that I still have in my collection. So this one is pretty close to Melba. This is Gingerly, but it looked so good on the guy who was making a video about it. He was like, this is the perfect everyday blush. It goes with anything. It's in between like a bronzer and a blush. So I wanted to pick this one up. And MAC blushes are kind of how I feel a lot about the Laura Mercier blushes. They're just good quality blushes. Yeah, that's pretty. It's definitely on the warmer side, so just keep that in mind. That's pretty. I like that. This is a good natural blush. I'm excited about this one. And then I picked up 2 products for lips. I got the classic lip liner, which I love MAC lip liners. They are a little bit more wax-based. I like that. I feel like I have a lot of control. I went with the shade Oak because I wanted a neutrally brown shade. So let's just pop this on. Isn't that nice? This is such a good color. I feel like all of the products I picked up were to go with a certain look. They all go together. You cannot go wrong with a MAC lip liner. Oh my goodness, they're the best. And my lips are dry right now. Just ignore that. But that is such a good color. And then this apparently is a super viral product that they were struggling to keep in stock. So I was like, give it to me because they had the color that I wanted and it was the last one. So of course I was like, I need it. So this is the Squirt Plumping Gloss Stick. That's that gloss stick style that's really popular now. And I picked up the shade Simulation. Oh, I'm excited about this. I did pop this on yesterday. Let me see if I can show you a swatch. So you can see it's pretty sheer, but it does give a little bit of a brownie color. Okay, yes, I know what she was talking about when these were super viral. You have to, I did the dumb thing. I know how to apply these, but they're super duper messy and melt down really fast. Okay. I remember the TikTok videos now. I didn't realize that's what this was. You have to like barely get it up because it kind of melts. I see why people were having trouble with this. But it really is just a true gloss stick. Okay, I'm not going to say this is amazing. I need to practice using this. I forgot why this was viral. She lied to me. She said this is super viral. Everybody's buying it. It's actually really nice though. It has like a minty feeling on the lips. Okay, as long as you don't press too hard and don't let it come up too much, use it as a gloss. This is pretty. So that's what I picked up from MAC. A total of 6 things, but really good gift with purchase. I got 3 different things. So there's a eye kohl in the shade Power Source, and this is such a pretty color, you guys. It's like a shimmery, bronzy shade. This is going to look so pretty on the eyes. I might use it for my look today. And then I also got a mini MAC Stack mascara. Packaging of this is so cute. I'm not going to open this yet. I don't think I'm ready to open a brand new mascara, but I don't hear much about MAC mascara, so I'd imagine it's not incredible. And then the last thing was a eyeshadow, a single eyeshadow in the shade Uninterrupted. It's just a matte brown shade. Matches my eyes. When I was younger, these were the equivalent of gold to me. I wanted all of the mini eyeshadows. That is it from MAC. Next, we're gonna go into my skin products that I picked up. I know you wanna see the Chanel. It's going to be after because I have what I need to finish my look from the skin. So I placed the order. It actually came pretty quickly. Now, I know a lot of you are like, I don't support any Kardashian brands, not giving my money to somebody who's already so rich. I totally understand. My mom also is not purchasing any Kardashian stuff. But I am such a pop culture lover. I listen to only pop culture podcasts. Curiosity got the best of me. I need to know, as a makeup reviewer, I totally seized the opportunity as an excuse to pick this up. Because I mean, I don't really buy from the Kardashian brands either. I've never tried. I did buy Kylie in the past. I haven't in a long time. The products just weren't that good. But I haven't tried any others, I don't think. Not even, what is it, the clothing brand that she has that's super duper popular? Is that Skin as well? Skims. I kind of want to though. They look really nice, not gonna lie. Anyways, I picked up the eyeshadow palette, 4 of the lip liners, and then 3 of the lipsticks. I know, way more than I should have. But let's look at this eyeshadow palette, which is so expensive for no reason, you guys. And for this price point, I don't like this. Bulk made in USA, assembled in Dominican Republic. Can't just be made in the USA. That means they cut costs, is what I'm saying. No tea, no shade. That means they did what they had to do to cut costs. 12-month shelf life. And the packaging itself of the components, I believe it's the same as the old palettes. It's sleek, it's clean, but the inside looks really cheap, doesn't it? I don't even know why I bought this, honestly, because it didn't appeal to me anyways. There's a little bit more warmish tones. I mean, there are cool tones, but the base of the browns here is pretty warm, but it looks cheap for the price point. I preferred the layout of her older palettes. Anyways, let's try them. Using a little bit of Milani eye primer. Emily Noel has sworn by this primer for years, and it's always been a primer that's been on my list. And I was cleaning out some of my PR drawers the other day, and I was like, oh my god, this has been on my list to use for such a long time, so now I'm using it. And I'm liking it because I feel like this is unrelated to the video, but I feel like some eye primers make my eyelids look really, really dry. This one doesn't, so far I'm enjoying it. For this price point, this better be a good experience, Miss Kimberly. So I'm gonna start off with this shade. I like the layout of depths here. Pretty much if there's a cream and a black in a neutral palette, those two are must-haves. I'm so happy with it. So this I'm going to use to kind of brighten up the underbrow. Okay, that worked out. Then let's try the one next to it. That one would be a good underbrow color for a different skin tone, deeper than mine. But for me, she's adding some depth here. Then we're going to put just a little bit along the lower lash line. I am going to go a little bit warmer to go with the cheek colors I have today. And then let's add a little bit of depth here. Oh, I mean, so far, mattes are blending really effortlessly. I'm not gonna lie, I have never really been the biggest fan of the Makeup by Mario all matte palette. The blendability didn't hold a cake to the Viseart. So I think I like this formula better than the Makeup by Mario all matte palette. But the other matte palette that's really popular right now is the Patrick Ta. I think the Patrick Ta one is better than this. So it's sitting right in the middle, I would say, between Patrick Ta on top, and I'm a little bit of a hater of the Makeup by Mario. And it's good, don't get me wrong. The Makeup by Mario one gets the job done, and I think it's a good start to a matte collection. But Viseart and Patrick Ta, so much better. So much more buttery and blendable. This one, I'm liking the blend, not gonna lie. But I am a proponent of, if you're paying luxury prices, girl, you better give me luxury packaging. And they just aren't here. Like, think about what Patrick Ta gives. That, at least for the price point, is luxury packaging at the least. And then, let's see how this chocolate does on adding some depth. I'm layering a lot of dark colors out here, just to make sure they all look different from one another and don't blend to look the same. Like, this is lovely. Do you see how pigmented that is and how different it looks from the other shades I've laid down? Not gonna lie, I like this palette, I do. It's nice, but it's probably not necessary. And then for the eyelid, we're gonna go into this shade again. These do have a little bit of kickback. Then put some right here as well. I like this. I really like the quality of this. But hierarchy of matte palettes. Viseart's on top, but there is a little bit of bias for that. I just love Viseart. Patrick Ta's right below, then the skin, then the Makeup by Mario is how I would go with it. It's good quality, but the packaging sucks. Fix it, Kim. Gonna use that Power Surge eye kohl along my lash line from MAC. Oh, that added like a really pretty natural definition. I could have just used an eyeshadow from the palette, but I wanted to see this. It's cute. Okay, I'm gonna finish my lashes. And then I was really excited about the lip liners because it's true, when KKW Beauty was a thing, really great lip liner colors. I didn't care so much for her lipsticks, but her lip liners. So I did pick up 4. They come in just really plain, like grayish packaging. Where are these made in? Contents made in Italy. Why can't it just say made in Italy? I mean, I don't know much about business and manufacturing, but like when it doesn't just blatantly say made in Italy, it makes me feel like they cut corners to make it look like it was made in Italy. Anyways, I'm just being suspicious here. 18-month shelf life. So what shades did I pick up? It was really confusing because there's just so many different brown shades in the line. So I kind of just went through because it's nude 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I just like skipped a few and picked one. So I ended up with nude 1, 5, 9, and 11. So here's nude 1. Ooh. Oh, I like this kind. It's a sharpenable one. Oh, I love this color. That's nude 1. That's a great everyday color. Jeez, my lips are like so dry looking, but I don't want to hydrate them because I really want to see how these lipsticks sit. And here's nude 5, which is just a little deeper. More of a true brown. The other one almost had some peachy tones to it. Okay, I'm just gonna do the underline there. Here's nude 9. Even deeper. The feeling, it's got a creamy application, but it's not the creamiest application, but I am not offended by that. It's definitely creamier feeling than the MAC, but not as creamy as Charlotte Tilbury. But that's okay. Doesn't need to be. These two look kind of similar on the lips, honestly. Could have gone with either one. I thought that would happen. I was fearful of that. And then the last one is nude 11. This one has a little bit more mauve in it. Ooh, I really like this. Oh, whoops. I really like this one. I feel like this one's unique. I don't have a lip liner that's kind of like this mauvey taupe. Love this one. This one is a gorgeous color. I definitely recommend nude 11. And then I also got 3 of these soft matte lip colors. I wasn't a big fan of her lipsticks, so this one's interesting. Made in USA with imported parts, 18-month shelf life. Here's the packaging of them. I got nude 1, nude 3, and nude 7. Snap closure, not magnetic. Here's nude 1. I'm just gonna make sure I get these swatched evenly. A little bit of drag on my hand. These are gonna be dry, I think. But that's nude 1. It's like a peachy color. This haze right here in the corner is my mirror. Okay, not too draggy, but dry. Hydrate your lips before. But my lips are hella dry right now. This did blend and blur seamlessly with her lip liners. It's not sitting pretty on my lips right now though. It is dry. I needed to hydrate them prior, but it did have a really easy blur, which I actually really like. It doesn't have too chalky of a feel, but she's dry. Oh my goodness, I need to exfoliate. Okay, let's see what nude 3 looks like. It's a little bit more beigey. No, it actually has a little bit more pinky peach to it. Interesting. Buildable coverage. Definitely goes on more sheer. I like the colors that she picked, but I need more of a satin formula. That's just personal preference though, but that's also really pretty color. And looking at the range, not enough cool tones either, in my opinion. Okay, and then this is the deepest shade I picked up, nude 7. So this one's nude 7, you can see in it. And it's definitely screaming warm, and then the deepest one I picked up. On my skin tone, that's actually a really pretty peach shade. And I think it'll look good with nude 9 lip liner. That's a good lip for this look. Have they set? No, they don't set. They don't set, you guys. I don't like that. I need them to set. That means they might not last long. We'll see. I have to wear these for a little bit longer, and I'm a little upset about that. And then lastly, I did treat myself at the Chanel Beauty Boutique. I didn't pick up a lot, but it costed a lot. But I finally, after my mom telling me I needed this and countless of comments from you guys telling me I needed this, I picked up the Le Beige Water Fresh Complexion Touch. The shade is perfect for me. This is B20 if you are a shade match with me. This is the one that has the balls. Right now people are talking a lot about the CoverGirl being a dupe for this. I have the CoverGirl. I haven't tried it yet, but I used this yesterday for the first time. It's so beautiful and thin. It gives like a light medium coverage and it is like water and fresh on the skin. You guys know I love a good luxury foundation. I believe in the power and the value of a good luxury foundation. I need to continue using this more, but I really, really loved it. It was pretty much love at first sight, so I hope it can keep that up. So I'm really excited that I have this in my collection now. Chanel, I love buying Chanel. Need to do it more often. I also picked up one of the Water Fresh blushes to go with it. I was like, treat yourself, girl. And the shade I picked up was Warm Pink. So this one also is like the little balls. I like the packaging better of the foundation. This one is like plastic. But the shade I also thought looked really pretty. And you know, with the foundation just being such a unique product and a unique consistency, I thought it would be fun to get a blush that matches that unique consistency. So I'm excited about this one as well. I hope I don't fall in love with the blush. I haven't tried it yet, only swatched it because I don't want to buy more. They're too expensive. And then the last thing that I picked up from Chanel, you guys know I recently last month did a major decluttered my old things. It really hurt me to get rid of my Soleil de Tan Chanel. So I always call it the wrong thing. Anyways, I got the new Soleil Tan Medium Bronze. They reformulated this about a year ago. I got it in the medium shade. So it sucks. I now have the new formulation. Can't have the old one anymore, but I did want a new one. I really, really like these. I put it on yesterday with the water tint. So good. So I'm excited to have this bronzer back in my collection. So I have had this on my wish list for a while, so I took advantage of yesterday to purchase some more. It's been years, you guys, since I have done luxury makeup shopping in person because I've taken a step back in general from luxury shopping for makeup because I just think it's so expensive and a lot of the times the products weren't worth it. So I took yesterday to really get products that I had thought long and hard about that I knew I was going to love. So that's what I picked up from Chanel. They also gave me some fragrance samples, which I'm really excited about. Their fragrance packaging is gorgeous. I hope I find one that I love. I haven't had a lot of luck with Chanel fragrances because they're too fancy for me. You know, I like them cheap. But I got a sample of the Gardenia, a sample of the Coromandel. So, pardon my French, but I got a sample of that and then a sample of Jersey. So, I don't want to love these, but I also want to find a Chanel fragrance that I love. So, we'll start with wearing these. Speaking of fragrance, I do have new ones on my wish list. When I went to Sephora yesterday, I didn't buy anything, but I want the new Sol de Janeiro, the one in the purple packaging. It's like a warm vanilla scent. I'm adding that to my wish list. And then I also want Mood Ring from Fleur. That one smelled really, really good and it was lingering on my skin all day and I loved the way it smelled. So those are my new fragrance wish lists. Anyways, you can't tell. I had a lot of fun shopping yesterday, so I hope you guys enjoyed this try-on haul. I will keep you updated, so make sure you subscribe to my channel because all of these are going in my speed reviews drawer where after I've tested these for a good amount of time, I will give you the updates on these. So far, I can already tell some hits, some misses. Just keep your eyes peeled because I definitely will be talking a lot about these products in upcoming videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it helpful. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.